What we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a look at creating links and all of the different kind of links that there are in HTML, and we'll be doing this all through Dreamweaver. Okay, so we come to our Dreamweaver page and we're going to focus in on links, but before we do that, you can see that I have the type down here, these couple lines, and I just want to format it real quick. So what I want to do is I have these little headers of what this is, but what I want to do is I want to go to the next line, but if I just hit return, I get this space, okay, because it automatically puts it into a paragraph tag. So what I want to do is actually insert a line break. Now, there are two ways that we can do this. We could come in, we come to in Dreamweaver, it comes to insert tag, and we can go this way, but there's a real quick way. Whenever we do this too, we're going to see that we actually open up and we're going to see our code. Okay, so it's always a good idea to be aware of what our code is. So I come to absolute and relative hyperlinks. And what I want to do right now is I want to insert a line break. So there's another way to do that. I can come to insert HTML, and what we're going to find are the most commonly used HTML tags. So I come into special characters, and I want line break. Double click it. There I have it. An absolute hyperlink indicates the absolute location to a resource on the web. Okay, now from here, I'm going to hit that okay, so that's the story with an absolute hyperlink. An absolute hyperlink indicates the absolute location to a resource on the web. All right, let's take a look. How do we do that? Okay, well, super easy. I'm going to highlight this, okay, and then what I want to do is I'm going to come right here to link. Now, when I put my link in, I'm going to put in the full address, http ://www.google.com. Okay, and I'm going to click over here, and voila, there we have it. Now, if you take a look at the code, your link tag will be the A. And here we have href equals, and then there it is. That's telling us where we're going to go. Now, if I would have just put in www.google.com without the HTTP, it actually wouldn't have worked. So if you ever do a link and it's not going properly, then that's the problem. So again, an absolute link gives the absolute location to a resource on the web. So a lot of times it might even be longer than that. Maybe you want to bring someone directly to a PDF that's uploaded on, whatever, a certain page on the web. Well, how you would do that is you would give the complete URL. All right, so when we need to link to web pages within our site, we use a relative hyperlink. Okay, so a relative hyperlink is going to be to pages within our site. Now, Dreamweaver does an awesome job of organizing our files. We can see them all right in here. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I'm going to just come in. I'm going to highlight this guy right here. Okay, so let's take a look at how we would do this. So again, we want to come into our properties panel. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our link in right here. Now I could do a couple of different things. I could just come in and I could type index.html. Oops, whoopsie. Okay, but if anything's spelled wrong, it's not going to work. Let me show you the other way that you can do. You can come in, grab to this little guy right here, and then I can point, and right with here, I can drag it right to there. Okay, so we see what happened with the code. Again, it's this A, href. And what we see here is it's going to give all that link to within my folder. So again, Dreamweaver does a really great job with organizing our folders, and this would be considered our root folder. This folder will be what we'll upload when we go live to a server. All right, so I'm going to go back over here. Let's take a look at email links. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to insert a page break, a line break. So again, I'm going to come to insert and HTML, and I am going to come on in special characters, click my line break, voila. Okay, now email links. This is the story with email links. I'm going to, in Dreamweaver, I am going to come to my insert panel. Okay. Actually, I want to open up my insert panel. So window, insert. It looks like my insert panel is somewhere, but I just don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. And we can see that an email link is a very common one. So I'm going to hit email link. Now, one thing, you might want to come and put in, email me, email me. But what is said is what you really want to do with this is actually put your email address, because what happens when someone does this, and I just put this in twice, is it will launch their default email on their server. So for me, if I was to click this, it would launch this. So, and it will automatically put that person's email address within the email. We're going to take a look at this in a minute. But if the person doesn't have this set up, you might want to have your email address visible so they can do it right there. Okay, the last type of link we're going to look at will be how to create links within our page. But before we do that, why don't we just do a little test here? Come into, let's preview this in Safari. Let's say save. Okay, I'm saving this. Okay. All right, so here we can see it. Oopsie, there it comes. Okay, so Google. Okay. Index. And here we're going to see this is going to launch my email. Okay, and I can see that it's saying it's going to be sent to maggiehb@me.com.